beautiful babes, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so excited. I can't even believe that I'm doing this. This has been a dream in the making. I've had countless requests for starting a YouTube channel and it's finally happening. If you are in my creative community, then you have already seen some of the tutorials that I'm about to drop here on YouTube. But who am I? I am Lauren Quigley and I make epoxy-free tumblers. What does that mean? It means that I use a non-toxic water-based product from the Crystalite company called Brightone to make my tumblers. Now, let me show you what that looks like. Okay, this is Brightone. This is what I use to make my tumblers. It is self-leveling. It is a safe product. It takes more coats than epoxy, but it's safe to use inside your house. You don't have to have PPE except when sanding. It is dry to the touch in 1 hour and you can switch out your turners every hour. That was a game changer for me back when I was making custom tumblers because I could whip them out really fast. I would start new tumblers every day and also finish tumblers out every day. And I have really mastered my technique over the past over a year and a half. Okay, so you can apply a new coat of Brightone every 4 hours. You can apply your glitter just like the epoxy method with Brightone. I just use a thicker than normal coat of Brightone than I would when I used epoxy for the epoxy method. And I can really get some pretty blending in there, make my tumblers all nice and gorgeous. Anything that you do with epoxy, you can pretty much do with Brightone, except dropping in alcohol inks. You can't drop in alcohol inks, but you can do an alcohol ink design, seal it really well with Camar varnish, and then maybe a few coats of some clear acrylic, a clear spray like Rust-Oleum 2-time spray, and then go in with your Brightone and add some glitter on there or whatever your heart desires. So there are ways to still achieve those looks that you can do with epoxy with Brightone. And why did I switch to Brightone? Well, I switched to Brightone because I needed something that I could use indoors safely around my children, because if you don't know me, this is your first time ever seeing me, I have 4 kiddos and I actually just had a baby. So I have a newborn and 3 other ones. They're all under 6. Whew, so it gets crazy over here, y'all. It gets very crazy over here. So I am starting this channel so that I can show you how to make epoxy-free tumblers. I also have a creative community with some amazing women in there. It acts as my Patreon to help support my art and tutorials, and all the babes in there get first access to my tutorials. We also do monthly challenges. They're exclusive discount codes and links to get you great prices on the products that I use. And there's giveaways. There's just a bunch of fun stuff going on in there. I do color palettes. I also have small business help, because if this is your first time seeing me, then I also run a whole business. It is not just making tumblers anymore. There's a lot going on behind the scenes over here, and I'm sure that many of you are interested in what I do, how I do it, and how I'm doing it with 4 kids, because like I said, it gets really crazy over here. And I have a whole husband, I have a whole family, I'm a military spouse. There's just a lot going on. So all of the babes in that group get the behind the scenes from my life. So I really hope that you will like and subscribe to this channel, because I know that there's some really fun things to come, and it will really benefit you, especially if you're just starting out with Brightone, or if you've never heard of Brightone, or if you've had a reaction to epoxy and still want to keep making your tumblers, or just want a safer product to use in your home. Then I'm the girl for you. I can help show you how to make beautiful looking tumblers. Let me show you a few of mine just so that you can get an example of what I'm talking about. Okay, so what did you think about those tumblers? Could you tell that they were made with Bright Tone, or did you think that they were made with epoxy? With Bright Tone, you can absolutely get that beautiful shine and depth and dimension that you do with epoxy. Like I said, with Bright Tone, it's thinner coats, more coats, but you can switch your turners out every hour because it's dry to the touch in 1 hour, and then you can reapply a coat every 4 hours. So I can finish out a tumbler in about four to 5 days, the same as it was when I was using epoxy. Now, when I was using epoxy, there was not fast set. So fast set epoxy, you can definitely whip out the tumblers a little bit faster, but I can't do tumblers inside of my home because I live in military housing. My space here is small. This is my studio, and it's also right next to where my kids play, and it's open, so I cannot work with epoxy inside of my home, and my garage is just not fitted for it. So because of my space, I have made the switch to something that better suits me and my family. So before you come at me in the comments, know that I absolutely love my epoxy users. I have no hate or anything. I still buy from my epoxy artists and friends, and I hope that they love and support me with my decision to do what I thought was best for my family. With my message, I hope to not only inspire you with my art, but I hope to inspire you with my story and my why and my background. And I know if you keep watching my videos, you'll get to know more about me, and I really think that we'll vibe on a different level more than just glitter tumblers. Because yes, glitter tumblers are my world and I love making them, but I have been an artist for over a decade. I went to school for ceramics. I have a lot to offer you as far as how to make other things, other products, and how to run a business. So make sure that you're following along so that you get all of the wonderful tidbits of information that I have to share with you.